believe everybody in the culture need to pump their brakes, man. For real. Y'all bugging out, man. Y'all really convinced yourselves that Eazy the Block Captain and Kid Slade really had a heated beef, man. This is battle rap, man. The same people that have been like, oh, y'all killed the hype of this battle by doing that interview. Now, if they would have popped off on each other, you same people be like, oh, come on, man. Woo, woo, wah, la, 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 man. Yo, listen, man, let them brothers get that bag. You know what I mean? You got to keep it professional. You know what I mean? They would have went on 15 minutes of fame, acting foolish, ready to fight. The whole culture would have turned on them brothers, man. You know what I mean? We want to see the battle. Kid Slade was Kid Slade. You know what I mean? The one I gotta look at is Eazy the Block Captain. He didn't keep that same energy. Kid Slade wasn't really never like really disrespecting the nigga. He would get on him about his stuttering and shit and the gear he wear, etc. etc. Eazy was the one talking real crazy behind the computer. But the energy changed when they was face to face, and I'm glad they didn't do nothing stupid, man. I still want to see the battle. I still want to see the battle, man. You know what I mean? The culture wants that battle. I just don't understand why like 3 Letterman came out with that, oh, y'all fucked the battle up, y'all killed the momentum. 3. As far as I remember, you never cared about drama or none of that shit when it came to the media world. But I guess, you know what I mean, to keep them views coming, you gotta change up, whatever it is, man. You know what I mean? But that didn't rob none of the momentum from me. I still want to see the battle. You know what I mean? I still want to see Kid Slade embarrass this nigga, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sue Surf, man. You living your life, man. Surf probably not even coming back to battle rap, man. His video with Wyclef dropped tomorrow. He did Summer Madness. Everybody was showing him crazy love. Go to his go to Sue Surf's YouTube page, man. You'll see it back there with French, Max B. Everybody was showing the nigga love, man. Sir probably not coming back to battle rap for a long time unless the niggas give him that 250 ball. 250K, man. Probably won't see Surf, man. He's another dude that lapped Mook and Lux, man. Another one. You know what I mean? Them guys been in this thing for like 30 years. They ain't never did Summer Jam. You know what I mean? None of the New York artists never say, oh, let me bring out my nigga Loaded Lux. Let me bring out my nigga Murder Mook. Nah. You know what I mean? For real, man. Like Surf and Hitman, they are battle rap, man. They did the things that Lux and Mook was supposed to do. Use this as a vehicle for bigger and better things, man. Even DNA did it. You know what I mean? Even DNA did it. He's a totally different man. You know what I mean? He's a totally different man now, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes he come off corny, but he grew up. He's a different guy now, you know? But yeah, Kid Slade and Eazy, I'm still for that battle, man. Because you same motherfuckers that won on live saying, oh, y'all killed the momentum. If they would have fought or did something stupid, y'all would have been on their body. You know what I mean? Early. You know? Some pressure on that like button, man. How y'all come to people's chats and not hit the like button, man? That shit cost y'all nothing, man. It's right there. I understand the dudes on their TVs that's watching it from their TV. But you on your phone, you can easily hit the fucking like button, man. You know what I mean? For real. But y'all thoughts on Eazy? I appreciate the person that hit that like button, man. I appreciate that. What do y'all feel about the Eazy and Kid Slade situation, man? What do y'all feel? You know? Y'all still want to see the battle? Or do y'all feel also that the little 15 minutes of fame interview destroyed the momentum? Cause I don't see it, man. I don't see it, man. What up? Boxers conduct themselves before big fights. Them niggas should be at the weigh-in going crazy at each other. But then they do an interview with ESPN, they conduct themselves like businessmen. You know what I mean? Gotta keep that same energy in battle rap, man. You know? Is John Jones' event this Saturday? Is it this Saturday or is it next week? Him and T-Rex, I might want to watch that right there. And another question going around. Let me ask y'all a question, man. Is A-Ward top tier? A-Ward. White boy A-Ward. Is he top tier? I have to agree with Eazy the Block Captain. A-Ward is not top tier. He's a solid make tier. He's in the same class as like Av, a Danny Myers. You know what I mean? To me, Rum Nitty's not top tier. To me, Rum Nitty's mid tier. Because Rum Nitty cannot headline a URL event versus a new nigga and that shit sell out. You know what I mean? He's not top tier. A-Wall can't headline a URL event neither. If he headline a URL event, he has to battle a guy like Surf or Tay-Rock or something like that. But if you put A-Ward versus a Eunice to headline an event, it's not selling out. It's not blockbuster. A-Ward is not top tier. We got to stop this shit, man. Capo's running around saying he's top tier. He's not top tier, man. I never viewed Ab as top tier. I never viewed Nitty as top tier. I never viewed Danny Myers as top tier. You know what I mean? They are solid, mid-tier battle rappers. You know what I mean? Solid. You know what I mean? But they cannot headline and put the culture in a frenzy. We got to keep it all the way tall. You know what I mean? Maybe Jay Black, since the culture respects his platform so much, really need to go on his platform and start doing tiers, man. And start doing tiers. We already know who's the guard tiers of this thing. Hitman Holla is the GOAT. Arsenal, Sue Surf, Charlie Clips, Lux, Mook. You know what I mean? Tay-Rock, you know? I said T-Rex, you know what I mean? John is even top tier. Like, these guys like Calico, you know? I don't even consider T-Top top tier, man. You know what I mean? I think he's another solid mid-tier, man. You know what I mean? He's another. We just anoint dudes with that top tier status too quick. But T-Top did put in the work. When he came and he did go on a run, so I could live with T-Top being top tier. But the Avs, the A-Wards, no. What are we doing? These guys cannot headline an event and sell the event out. You know? So I have to agree with Eazy on the point that A-Ward is not top tier. You know what I mean? For real. He battled Charlie Clips on the Farm League. He battled this guy on the Farm League. He battled names on the Farm League. That don't mean nothing. You need to have that shit on URL, champ. You know what I mean? You're not a big player on URL, man. You know what I mean? If you was top 10 and all this shit, the culture wouldn't be on this last leg. Or you guys like Nitty and A-Ward that battle every fucking 2-3 weeks. Y'all have been keeping the culture afloat. But under you guys' watch, this thing is in the toilet. So how you guys are top tier? Please. How you guys are top tier? You know that corny when A-Ward got over A-Verb? He would have never won that on URL. You know what I mean? Swamp is another nigga who's not top tier. He's a solid mid-tier, man. Solid mid-tier, man. You remember like growing up, if you ever grown up and watched like wrestling, when I was a kid, I watch wrestling and shit, right? You had guys like Mr. Perfect. He was a solid mid-tier wrestler. He never got the championship, but he was nice, you know what I mean? He could do it all. But he never got the title because he was a mid-tier guy. You couldn't put his name in the main event and the venue sell out, man. We got to start looking at battle rap like that, man. When Surf battle, legions of people come out. You know what I mean? From all over the world. Oh, Surf is back. We're going to see Hitman battle, same temperature. A-Ward battle, ain't nobody like that. His few people from Kentucky might come, or wherever the fuck he's from. But that man is not top tier. Let's stop disrespecting this culture, man. Hold up. Diz, he's top tier. You know what I mean? God tier, you know? A-Ward is nowhere near that man's level. And to me, I don't know how y'all can sit there. A-Ward's voice is annoying, man. He have a few moments, but his voice is annoying. I can't watch too many battles of his, man. He had to battle a blockbuster player for me to watch his battles. If he's battling Saturday on John's League against Teddy Bear, I wouldn't watch because A-Ward is fucking boring, man. Nitty is fucking boring. You know what I mean? A battle is more than just bars, man. You know what I mean? It's more than just bars. You gotta have that it factor. You gotta have style and all that. And these niggas just don't have that. You know? They don't. Nitty have cartoon bars. You know what I mean? He have cartoon material, man. Like when niggas say he beat Lux, I just laugh at that shit, man. Like, but I'm old. I'm on a whole different other channel, man. You know what I mean? Battle rap ain't like that to me no more. So, you know, the older you get, this shit gets, when you start petering out from this shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. But again, the people that's in here, do y'all still want to see Eazy the Block Captain? versus Kyd Slade. And Eazy took a shot at URL. You see, your company can't get you popping. Like, I got you popping. That's what get Eazy in trouble right there. Them little slick remarks like that, man. And then the whole controversy with Remy Ma. Didn't Remy just go on Angie Martinez and say she's single? Then she comes to the battle rap world and try to clean that shit up. I mean, Remy, you just went on Angie Martinez's platform and said you were single and you want some guy from overseas. But Eazy probably begged you, can you clean that up? Can you clean that up? Because that's going to be another angle on him in a battle. You know what I mean? For real. It made no sense. She went on that platform. No, I'm single. And they, oh, Rubens, you like this guy from, oh, you blowing me up, Angie. So the next time I see the guy, I got to act like I don't like him and shit like that. Come on, Remy, you dug that own hole on yourself. You know what I mean? Then you try to clean it up the next day, you know? Trying to make ARP look like a bad guy. You know what I mean? The Farm League CEO, you know? Word up. And he's holding something back. He said he's holding something back. He could bomb on Eazy. We waiting for you to bomb on Eazy, sir. You know what I mean? Stop procrastinating. Bomb on him. That's what he's waiting for. You said you got something on him. He said he got something on you. So we sitting back. We just waiting. We just waiting who's going to bomb first. Mm-hmm. Real. And him and Kyd Slade do battle. I got Slade 2-1, possible 3-0. Slade really lived that life, man. Eazy's life is just a bunch of fiction, man. Fiction. You could tell by the pictures that was released on him around the Cassidy time. You know what I mean? That boy wanted to be a part of that life, but he wasn't a part of that life, man. Word up. And you know what? I wish I never sold drugs when I was younger and shit. Wish I never was involved in this shit. Cause I fucked up a lot of shit in my life, man. So these young niggas out here, man, stay on the right track, man. Make your mamas proud, man. You know what I mean? Go to school, man. You know what I mean? Graduate, go to college, do all that shit. Make your mama proud, man. Cause the streets, it's nothing but trouble, man. You know what I mean? The streets don't love you. You know? Your right hand man to run up in your crib, man, if he know you holding some bricks and you got a lot of money. Niggas will snake you and run up in there and put a bullet in your mama. You know what I mean? For drugs and money, man. So it's no loyalty on these streets, man. But we all learned the hard way. But Eazy, that nigga never was out there, man. That fiction he been selling us, man. Fuck out of here, man. Now, I believe Kyd Slade. I seen Kyd Slade's whole block story. Slade was caught up in the mix, man. He was caught up in the mix. His shit is on YouTube. The whole story about where them niggas is from. You know what I mean? Wicked Streets. These evil streets is rough. Whatever that Wicked Streets are rough. Yeah, go check that out. The Kyd Slade story from his town. You judge for yourself, man. Word up. See, Eazy put the battery in Rock's back when he was gun titles. They can expose this nigga, you know what I mean? Because Eazy was jealous of this nigga a long time ago, man. When Eazy seen how Surf was reacting to that nigga's work in the Crucible, Eazy got jealous, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, Eazy never liked Slade. Because Slade is really from that cloth that Eazy rap about. I'm going to tell you the truth, man. And another fake nigga, another fake one, you know. I always knew that shit, but that was my favorite rapper years ago. T-Rex. Now, this girl that worked at my job, you know, she's not from my part, but, you know, I see her at certain spots. You know what I mean? She knows T-Rex. She heard me listen to T-Rex one day. She was like, yo, I grew up with that nigga. You know what I mean? That shit he talk is not like that. He's not like that. You know what I mean? Yep. You know what I mean? And I kind of believe her. Because I done seen so much shit over the years. Certain shit that happened with T-Rex and Dot Mob and nothing happened. You know what I mean? So that makes you think, man. That makes you think. You know what I mean? For instance, the Dot Mob's leader, who Murder Mook, this nigga got pistol whipped by Math Hoffa. And then years later, went on Math Hoffa's podcast and gave Math Hoffa a handshake. That's terrible. You know what I mean? The nigga pistol whipped you, man. Beat you upside your motherfucking big head, man. You know what I mean? You just forgot about that. You just went on his platform, gave him a handshake and all that, man. What up? That's crazy, man. What up? And when niggas bring that up in the battle, y'all don't want to hear, but that's true shit right there, man. What up? But y'all protect Mook and Lux, though, man. Lux is like one of my favorites. Like, he Lux is that guy, man, but I just call a spade, man. You know what I mean? You can't come after Hitman when he lapped you 100 times already, man. You know what I mean? But he used this thing here that we call battle rap as a launching pad to get to Hollywood. You know what I mean? To own multiple businesses, homes. You know what I mean? Etc., etc. Why these guys are still stuck where they started 30 years ago, man. You got to make it make sense. Hitman Holla is the fucking GOAT of this thing here, man. We call battle rap. You know? For real. The culture just hate him because he has money. Like y'all hate Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Y'all hate Hov because Hov is a billionaire. But in this thing we call battle rap, Hitman is equivalent to Jay-Z. Murder Mook's equivalent to KRS-One. And Loaded Lux is equivalent to Rakim, man. You know what I mean? Hitman Holla's the Jay-Z of this culture, man. What up? Stop me when I'm lying, man. He did everything he was supposed to do. Use this culture the right way, man. While these guys is out here fishing still for a check right now, he could go get a check anytime he want. You know? I'm not trying to knock these guys, you know what I mean? I respect Mook and Luck. I'm happy that Mook got his life together. He looks so much healthier. You know what I mean? But we got to call a spade a spade. You got to stop trying to play Hitman. Salute, fam. You got to stop trying to play Hitman, man. You know what I mean? He did everything the right way. You know what I mean? He did everything the right way. He lapped y'all niggas over 100 times already, man. This is why y'all turn y'all faces up when he come around. You know what I mean? He living the lifestyle that these niggas envision to live. You know? But Dave, yeah, motherfuckers talking about like the Eazy and Kyd Slade thing lost momentum. Not to me. Because if they would have fought in that interview, the same people that said they lost momentum would have been on these guys' bodies. Like, y'all niggas are stupid. Y'all fuck things up. This culture got to make up its mind. What does this culture want? Violence or the battle? You know what I mean? This culture, man. Only in this culture. You know? They want violence or they want to see the battle. You know what I mean? Now let these niggas battle. And if it pop off after the battle, so be it. That's how I feel. They didn't lose nothing to me. You know what I mean? I'm glad they conducted themselves like professionals. You know what I mean? If anything, Eazy didn't keep the same energy. You know what I mean? For real. But we want to see the battle. Now, the only thing is, where will this battle be booked at, man? TBL been kind of quiet lately. They probably not trying to spend that money like that right now. Because usually they would have had an event after the last event they had. But, you know, they probably trying to say, man, we ain't making no money back off this culture, you know? Smack told y'all niggas a long time ago, there ain't no money on YouTube, man. You know, and they blast Smack for taking his thing over to an app. Now, I mean, you know what's the funny shit is? My fucking URL app got signed out off of my TV from an update. Now I can't get a link from URL for shit every time I submit my motherfucking email. I can't get a link to get that shit on my TV, man. You know what I mean? I'm pissed about that shit, man. I had some kind of update and shit on my TV. I went to my URL app the other day. I'm signed out that shit. So, you know, I do the thing, you know, scan, boom, boom, boom. Submit my email. They still didn't send me no fucking link, man. Look. It gotta be something on them niggas' end. For real. Yeah, and how about your girl Remy Ma, man? She went on Angie Martinez, Dave. She the one that said she's single. She like some rapper from overseas. But then she wanna blame it on the culture. But she try to clean her shit up the next morning. You know what I mean? That shit crazy, man. That shit is crazy. And whenever she ever gonna get a hit record, man. Like, niggas been carrying Remy their whole life. Facts. Battle rap dose. I think I seen that shit the next morning. I'm like, oh shit. And then the next day, Remy cleaned that shit up. Yeah, bro, Remy never been that great to me, man. You know what I mean? She rolled Fat Joe and them niggas. And then she even turned on Joe and them niggas when Joe was going at 50. She sided with 50 and them. You know what I mean? And Joe still took her ass back, man. Bro, that. Joe still took her back, bro. Now, I ain't gonna front. I like Little Kim's Ever Since You Left Me verse better. You know what I mean? I like Little Kim shit better. That's just me though, cause I always been a big Little Kim fan, man. From a youngster, you know what I mean? Even though she fucked up her body, man, and shit, man. But it is what it is, man. For real. And I wish Jay-Z would have made up with Foxy, man, because I did want to see Foxy come out at when they did that Yankee Stadium thing to Ain't No Nigga, but Foxy, I think she's kind of deaf, man. She's tone deaf, so that shit probably wouldn't have worked anyway, you know? For real, but I'm tired of Remy Ma though, man. All these rappers be carrying her. She's singing records from 20 years ago. Like, you gotta have some new shit, man. Yeah, that shit is tiring, man. For real.